Okay, hi Michael, I just wanted to add one thing that I didn't show you in the other video, and that's the calibration setup. So like if you've got a TPS that's on the throttle body, like this might be full wide open throttle, but idle might only like be here, not all the way in. So I've got a little setup that you can do which sets the limits for the wide open throttle positions, and then it will span just that travel that you've actually got on your accelerator pedal to the full movement of the EOMP. So now if you're using a map sensor, you can set it like the voltage range. So if you're running not turbo, you're just running vacuum and then to atmospheric pressure for wide open throttle, then you just got to find out what that voltages are like. So the map sensors I use have like a 5 volt signal for 30 psi, and then it's like 2.5 volts for atmospheric pressure, and then like nearly half a volt for full vacuum. So you just got to set that into the controller, because if you're running like some special type of map sensor which has a different voltage range and it only goes down to like 1.2 volts and then up to only 4.5 volts, you can set that. So how you do it, you just hold this menu button down when you first turn it on, as you're turning it on. So you'll see this is all working now like that, and then I'll disconnect the power. I'll hold down this button and I'll reconnect the power. So now it's in this load sensor type. So you can set it to a TPS or map sensor. If you're in that map sensor like you'll be, you just press OK, and then it tells you to set the upper voltage, which you can adjust by this button here. So if your map sensor is the other way around and it gives you a low voltage for wide open throttle and then 3 volts for vacuum, yeah, you just set it up whatever it is with these buttons, press OK, and then into the lower voltage. So the upper and lower voltage of the span, yeah, see, it's just going to change whatever map sensor you're using. So you just set those two range points here, and then that's it. And then now this is about calibrating the feedback sensor. Now the RX-8 doesn't have that, but the older type Series 4 and FD EOMPs have this little resistor switch thing that when the EOMP is moving, it has a varying signal that is generated there. So this just does a little limit test on that. So if you're using the RX-8, just click no here. But just to show you, if you click yes, it just pushes it all the way out, gets a reading, pushes it all the way, gets another reading, and then that sort of sets that up. And then it just resets. So yeah, so that's how you do that calibration. And if you're using a TPS, it's a little bit different. I'll just put it back into that mode. If you're using a TPS, it actually tells you to hold the accelerator all the way down. So if your full wide open throttle is only like to there, you'll see it gives you a little numeric value there depending on where the throttle position sensor is. So if it was only there, you press OK, and then it tells you to let the pedal all the way back, like for idle. So if idle was really only there, you then press OK, and then that sets up those points, the upper limit and lower limit. And then this is just a bit about the feedback sensor, but we'll just click no for that. And so that's that. That's how you set it up. It's real quick, and yeah, it would definitely be good to do. So if you do want to give me a bell, we'll talk like what sensor you're using and work out the voltage range, and yeah, you just put them in and away you go.